Anthony Ibarra making his way to the ring out of Rose's Kickboxing. 0-2 is his record. He's had 2 smokers, so he's got some experience in front of a crowd and in a ring. So, and he does have 2 sanctioned bouts. So he's here tonight to try to get his first fight in the win column. We last saw him on 623 on our K-Series card against Mickey Mui. Took a loss there, but put on a tremendous performance. So, you know, that's the thing in Muay Thai. That's the thing in kickboxing or Muay Thai, is a loss doesn't define you necessarily. It can, you can come back and you learn a lesson from it and really go back to the drawing board and figure out, okay, and it tells you somebody's got an 0-2 record. He's determined to keep going and get in there and get this win.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the amateurs, after all, are about experience. You know, you definitely don't want to be learning on the job as a professional, so this is where you learn those hard lessons, and he's clearly doing that and putting in the time and the work to get those experiences. So it's impressive to see him in here trying to earn his first win of his amateur career. He's currently sitting at 0-2. We're about to welcome George Cortez from Tiger Schulman's. George, go ahead. George Cortez had another teammate that was supposed to be on this card, if I'm not mistaken, whose opponent fell out last night. Such a heartbreaker. But he assured me that he would be here supporting his team despite not getting his opportunity to shine tonight, which just shows the strength of their team.
Tiger Schulman's martial arts here, so we're going to see what kind of style that George Cortez brings to the ring. He has a 1-1 record in sanctioned bouts.
These gentlemen's eyes are just locked on one another already.
Scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds at 135 pounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring with a fight record of no wins and 2 losses. Representing Rosa's Kickboxing, Anthony Ibarra. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner. He enters the ring with a fight record of 1 win, 1 loss. Representing Tiger Schulman's, George Cortez. Fans, just a reminder that if you are going to take photographs or videos this evening, we ask you please turn your flashes off, as they can disturb the fighters in the course of a fight. Once again, please make sure your flashes are off. And the man in charge of the bell, Mr. Brendan Medina.
Yeah, folks, if you're going to come to the Melrose Ballroom, there is no flashing in the audience. Is that what he said? Here we go, folks. 3 2-minute rounds in the 135-pound division. Ibarra out of the blue corner, Cortez out of the red. Liam Tarrenton, LG Pennell joining you here at K-Series 4.
A little bit of a slip and push over there from Cortez. He's punching with a lot of power right off the bat here. Nice low kick, stepping into some heavy punches up against the corner.
Yeah, you can see the amount of power Cortez he throws with those punches. He's throwing everything behind him.
Yeah, we're looking at his face right now, and he's just clinching down on his mouth guard, putting his chin down and darting forward with heavy shots. Anthony mixing it up, going from the body back up to the head with some hook punches. A couple of them landed. Now he's trying to make some space with a teep and a nice long jab.
Very interesting guard that Cortez has. Oftentimes he's got his left hand down near his chest and his right hand up. We'll see if Ibarra picks up on that and can capitalize on it.
Yeah, his left hand is down quite a bit now that you mention it. Kind of Sean Strickland style. If you're unaccustomed to that, it can be hard to know where the jab is coming from. You don't want to look too far down towards someone's hips and get tricked.
Quick slip there.
I think that was due to a hook punch from the blue corner, but I couldn't really tell.
Nice block there from Ibarra. Cortez continuing to try to press the action. I mean, with a style like Cortez's, it seems like his most advantageous position in the ring would be to have Ibarra against the ropes and in the corner. And every time he gets some space, it seems like Cortez is just pressing forward.
Yeah, we just saw him push his opponent all the way across the ring just a few seconds ago. He gets caught with a leg kick that knocks him down just a little bit. Lost his balance, but he's back up. And getting some coaching in his corner now before the second round.
LG, how tough is it in your experience when you've got somebody who's that forward and aggressive barreling across? How tough is it to get your bearings and then kind of apply your game plan?
Yeah, we had talked about that during Zachary Stoll's win just a few seconds ago. The composure that it requires to keep your head level when you have that much pressure coming towards you. You know, it takes a level head, but it also takes a little bit, you know, sometimes you just have to bite down on your mouth guard and fight fire with fire and get through that firewall and land some of your own punches. But it is exhausting mentally and physically to be on your heels and have someone's weight pushed up against you that whole time. You know that you've got to make space to land your own shots. And you know that it's not a great look to have your back up against the ropes. So one thing that I always try to do if someone has that style against me is use my angles rather than back up in a straight line. I can do that by throwing a hook and stepping off the center line, or sometimes a kick and off the center line. But Anthony's got good footwork that we can see. It's just it's hard to make space for your own punches with a style like Cortez. Look at him stepping forward with 10 and 12 punches at a time.
Yeah, Cortez really puts those punches together and just starts winging them out there.
You know, his pad work at the gym's got to look crazy.
Yeah.
Very tiring. A little bit of a head kick there from Anthony. It didn't quite land, but it does kind of signal, hey, get your hands up, dude. Because it was almost clean.
We'll see if Ibarra can get that kick up there. But I'll tell you, Cortez does not give his opponents an inch to breathe.
No, he doesn't. He's rolling under shots to land his own. He's staying in his own range this whole time and just not giving any breathing room to Anthony.
53 seconds left in the second round. More than halfway through this fight now.
Another thing with someone that has this style is it's just hard to feel like you're fighting your own fight because you're defending their style the entire time. So to ring off your own game plan is just a little bit more challenging. We'll see how he makes adjustments moving forward, but they both are able to wind up on some of these shots.
Referee Brandon Medina with some nice head movement there to get out of the way of a punch.
He's a fighter himself. He's not afraid of getting in tight. Good looping overhand there from Cortez.
Cortez doing a very good job of something you mentioned before, LG, applying his game plan and making Anthony Ibarra fight his fight.
Mixing it up from the head to the body, lots of body hooks right now. He must have heard his opponent wince or something. When you see a fighter go from attacking the whole body to just reeling in on one specific target, that probably means that they saw or heard something that we don't hear or see. Because it's pretty stark difference from all those hooks to the heads for him to just go attack the body for 10 solid seconds.
And you can feel it when you're in their country, LG. We can feel the energy when you hit somebody with something that affects them. It's hard to describe. It's kind of imperceptible to anybody from the outside, but it could be a noise or like, in an example, if it's a knee and you hit someone in the body, you just hear like, you're like, aha.
Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely. It's like blood in the water for a shark, and it just makes you want to continue in that direction, which is what we saw out of Cortez at the end of that round. We'll see how he attacks the body moving forward, but to be honest, I do see a little bit of redness on Anthony's rib cage, especially on the right, on his right side. I don't know exactly what caused that, but whatever it was, it caused damage.
Here we go, third and final round. Ibarra out of the blue corner, Cortez out of the red. We are sponsored by Teep Territory. You can follow them at Teep_Territory. You can follow us at rfc.promotions for more action like this.
Big punches for both gentlemen. Anthony had a good idea there earlier. When his opponent pushed in tight, he pushed Cortez off with his forearms, which is legal, even though elbows are not in this fight. Got to be careful not to turn yourself around. You don't want to eat any punches to the back of the head.
Yeah, that would have been the fault of the person turning there. If you do turn, you get hit in the back of the head. It's not as if it was an intentional shot there. And
He's attacking the body again.
Cortez just pressing forward, not backing down an inch. 1:14 left in the fight.
Big right hand attempt out of Anthony. If he landed one of those, it might change the momentum of this fight. Nice knee from Anthony. And a teep as well.
Nice right hand from Ibarra. Cortez shaking it off. 45 seconds left.
He's very comfortable in the guard. You saw how he was looping over and under punches, just as if he was swimming.
Referee Brandon Medina, I believe he may have been saying to him, I'm speculating here, but he might have been saying to Ibarra, you got to start fighting back and showing me something, or he might get a standing 8.
Yeah, that was a really strong right hand on from Cortez just now. Landed flush on the jaw of Anthony. But Anthony is tough. He's still fighting it out hard.
Tremendous chin on Ibarra. Oh, wow, that was a solid right hand from Cortez.
He responds with a knee to the body that does land to Cortez, although I don't think it did as much damage as that big punch did.
That will be the fight. Wow, what a war.
Yeah, that third round was crazy.
Yeah, Cortez never stopped coming forward, and Ibarra did not back down from what was going on. Tremendous display.
Yeah, pretty gnarly bruising and redness there on the rib cage of Anthony. But man, what a good fight. Celebration out of the red corner. He must feel pretty confident moving into this decision from the judges.
Team Tiger Schulman's very excited about what they feel is going to be a win for them.
Takes confidence, and it takes a lot of preparation to go in there and push your will onto an opponent who also has a will and has been training to impose theirs. And that's what I think we saw happen with George tonight.
He definitely made it his fight in there. It seems like Ibarra never quite got the momentum going in his favor, but he did show a tremendous amount of heart and chin in there.
Absolutely, and man, Anthony has a lot of skill.
We'll go to Mike Falvor for the official decision.
And as always, fight fans, a round of applause for two great fighters. After 3 hard-fought rounds of kickboxing action, we go to the official scorecard. The judges have scored the fight 30-27, 30-27, and 30-27 for your winner by way of unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, Cortez.
As predicted, George Cortez there taking that victory back to Team Tiger Schulman's. Anthony Ibarra putting on a true display of heart in there. And George Cortez goes to 2-1 in his sanctioned fight career. Celebrating and taking pictures in center ring with his team there.
Tremendous amount of action for two gentlemen who just have 2 fights on their record but now have 3. It's a lot of experience to be able to throw that many punches in a single fight.